What is going on out there, peeps? All right. So, a lot of good questions after my last video about that crypto. So, again, you guys, I'll cover a couple things and I'll explain something to you. Because people are asking me if I gave up on gold and silver. Are you freaking nuts? No, no. Right now, there's just not a whole lot. I mean, there are some things to talk about, and we're going to cover it. But the truth of the matter is, the market's just kind of sour right now. And I don't mean sour in the sense that there's no interest in it. There's tons of interest, but sour, people feel sour on it, especially a lot of amateurs and speculators, because of the manipulation that's blatantly obvious in front of us. But there's good news, so we're going to talk about that here in a moment. All right. So you guys know when it's time to go buy your gold and silver, go check out our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, just pause it here. There it is. This is my other website. You guys know about this. I'm allowed to publish things over here that I cannot on YouTube. I encourage you guys to go check it out. You guys know, go support our friends over at Wall Street Silver, both their YouTube channel as well as their Reddit page. The links for those are down below in the description. Checking in on the markets right now. Obviously, it's Sunday, but cryptos continue to move. We can see that. So Bitcoin up above 48,500. I told you I'm expecting actually a much bigger run according to how it was explained to me. I'm curious to see if this works out. And when I say a much bigger run, the record is what? See, 64,000. That's the highest. So if my little genius of a friend who's been studying this mathematically and knows all about Bitcoin swears up and down, and he makes sense to me, but the problem is it's hard to dispute him only because there are some areas that he absolutely floors me in when it comes to knowledge. So he's claiming that Bitcoin's going to be way up there. I'm almost reluctant to tell you this, but he's made a case for why you could be looking at easily 3 times the highest amount before the end of the year. I was like, I don't want to say no because then they'll come back and whip me in my butt. But I did expect this to happen before July and then a huge crash to happen in July. Well, the crash came a little bit earlier, but nah, I'm talking about a crash. Given that the big agenda has been postponed in some areas and accelerated in others, I'm curious to see if he's right because all of the pieces seem to be in place. Still don't trust cryptocurrencies, and it has nothing to do with the crypto itself. I said this a million times. It's the government that I don't trust to try to figure out a way to screw people from here. One thing in a bunch of the different, I got introduced to a bunch of little chit chat rooms. It's way too much information for me to digest because there's 7 billion different cryptocurrencies that everybody's bragging about. So I was like, I need to figure out a way to sort through this and just look at coins that I'm interested in know more about. So if that's the case, the one that is talked about the most is Polkadot. Now, I spoke about this way back when it was like 2 cents. No, I'm kidding. I think it was only like $8 or $7 or $9 or whatever it was. And then now it's up there to $27 way back when. But this one here is one of the most talked about coins. And I know everybody's going to go, no, my coin is. No. I'm talking about just from when I was able to observe. Okay? So Dogecoin's talked a lot. Polkadot's talked a lot about. XRP's being talked a lot about. Of course. These are the main ones that everybody talks a lot about. So, anyways, everybody's got their reasoning behind why they think their coin is the best and how all of them are going to the moon. So apparently the moon's going to be very overcrowded with a bunch of cryptocurrencies, if I believe everything that these people are saying. But there is some consensus about this huge run that's coming up, and the patterns start to show this. So I was like, I don't have a lot of faith. There's too much volatility in cryptocurrencies. Again, not to mention the fact that I don't trust our governments to screw us over because it looks like they're absolutely positively gearing up to do exactly what I'm talking about. So the only thing I'm interested in, I just was bored and started playing around with these lower cryptos just to see what can happen. Yeah, I got lucky when I brought up the Alchemy Pay. Again, it was 2.5 cents and then jumped up to 29 cents, became settled down around 10 cents. So that was pretty good. I talked about Shiba. Shiba is really dirt cheap right now, but everybody and their mother is talking about the coin. So I thought maybe, just put a little bit in there. But there was another coin that I had been watching. You guys heard me talk about it. All right, it's called the Velocity, I believe is the name of it. Just because it just was consistent on its climb. Here it is, VRA, veracity. So, yeah, it's consistently climbing. I mean, look at this. This is when it was not even 1 cent. See that? And now it's up to 3 cents. So in over 6 months, how did it do? Yeah, at one time it was, oh, this when it first got started, jumped up real quick, it came back down, and now it's on its bull run. So anyways, I try to find more about it. I did find somebody that was speaking about it way more intelligently than I did, and he makes some good, a good case for what's going on with this coin. I'm going to play a little bit of his video, but kudos out to Ryan Matta. You guys, I will leave a link for this video so you guys can go check out the full one. But I like what he has to say. I'll play it so you guys can hear. He's talking about why he feels positive about VRA. And then we'll comment from there. Hold on, here we go.
Taking a look at VRA on the 8-hour time frame. And if you take a look and we go back to the beginning of this bull run, it was around March 5th, give or take, February 14th, where VRA really started to get a big kickoff and push to the upside. And you can see this perfect market structure. 1, 2, 3, 4,
all the
and
cryptos
5.
are running about
if
that
you
time.
take a look over here and you see what VRA has done, VRA just completed its first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure. Now, this is going to become our micro leg in our macro leg set. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So as far as market structure, just on this first wave push up, it's calling for a 7-cent VRA. So I want to break VRA down for the absolute beginning.
So 7 cents is not too bad. I know you guys are going, that's not a whole lot, but no. I mean, if you have an opportunity to double your money, again, don't think like a gambler, think like a poker player. For those of you who pay attention to my videos, you know what that means. So if someone said to you, I can flip your money and double it within a couple months' time, you're like, cool. Again, you would jump on it. If you're trying to become a millionaire instantly overnight, in some cases you get lucky, but yeah. So let's hear what he's got to say.
I want to make sure that you guys fully understand how the price of a coin is actually calculated. And so when we talk about VRA, it's one of my favorite gaming coins because it's one of the very few coins that I actually think has 100x potential from its current price point. But in order to prove that to you, I need you guys to understand how circulating supply and market cap are actually calculated. So your supply times your price equals your market cap. So right now there's 4.15 billion coins in circulation. The price is roughly 3 cents. So if we go 3 cents times 4.15 billion gives us a market cap of $121 billion. So now when we jump over here and we take a look at Bitcoin, why was Bitcoin able to get up to 64.5 thousand? It's Bitcoin, the biggest cryptocurrency in the game, but also the supply. So Bitcoin has a circulating supply of 18.75 million. So total across every exchange worldwide right now, there has been 18.75 million Bitcoin mined. So price times supply equals market cap. For VRA to 5x and go from 3 cents to 15 cents, the market cap would need to go from 121 to $605 million. And you can see these are the market caps where VRA would need to get up to these price levels. So if we jump over here and we take a look at some of the biggest names in the game, Cardano 73 billion, XRP 84 billion, Doge 89 billion. And you see VRA down here with 121 million. So for VRA, just to get up to 1 billion, if VRA's market cap got up to 1 billion, which is a cakewalk, you're talking about 30 cents. Now where I showed you Dogecoin getting up to 89 billion. So when we're going into like a double bull run or anytime we are actually in a bull run, it doesn't necessarily matter what the coin actually brings to the table. It matters how popular the coin is. So I love sites like Lunar Crush that track.
Okay, so there's a lot of truth to what he's saying. We already know this. There are coins out there that serve no purpose. They're just meme coins. Shiba's one, Doge is another. They're meme coins. They serve no purpose. But if you're lucky enough to catch them when they're really, really super, super cheap, and somebody out there like Elon Musk or something just happens to mention it, the coins could jump up in value really quick. So, like you said, it doesn't make it different. Now, True investors are going to go, that's bullcrap. It does make a difference what they bring to the table. And I agree with that 150%. But what I'm talking about right now is people who are playing with cryptos like they're gambling. Okay? Just, I'm not interested in anything long term with them. I'm curious to see if they actually work out. So at the moment, I don't trust it. If it works out later on, then fine. It's not a matter about being right or wrong. It's a matter of just being careful. There's a lot of crazy crap going on around the world in case you haven't been paying attention. So because of that, I don't trust cryptocurrencies or anything else in the system. Okay? So having said that, am I rooting for cryptocurrencies? Of course I am. Absolutely. But for them to be out of the hands of the so-called cabal. Okay? So he's right in this sense for what we're talking about. It doesn't make a difference what the coin brings. It makes a difference on its popularity.
Cryptocurrencies based off of popularity. If we scroll down right now, we can see out of 2,851 altcoins, VRA is ranked number 55. They have a galaxy score of 63.
Actually, that's not bad. There's 2,851 cryptocurrencies. VRA is number 55 as far as popularity. That's not too shabby at all.
Galaxy scores are super hard. I don't know if I've ever seen a coin up in the 80s. Over here we can see Polkadot coin of the day. Just made a video on Polkadot yesterday if you guys want to check that out.
Oh,
so
Polkadot,
seeing VRA being able to stay this popular, that excites me. As we like to say, without communities, there is no crypto. Social volume is a key factor in determining if a coin has credibility. Everything over here as far as social scores, ranking, they're involved with esports. We're going to dive into it a little bit more. The next thing I like to do is...
Yeah, I was going to say that. Actually, just read another article. So VRA is involved with EA Sports, which we know is very popular.
I like to jump over here on CoinMarketCap and take a look. Who has more upcoming events than a majority of coins? VRA, Vera Wallet, mobile apps, Esports Fight Club store, and the list goes on. They have 11 upcoming events in the next couple of months. Huge in September, at the end of September. That's why I keep saying the beginning of October. If we get this little correction that we normally get in the USA markets. If you guys have been following my journey for a while, you guys know that I've been pretty adamant about tracking the S&P 500 and Bitcoin dumps. And you can go back here in time and you can see that every month I've been tracking it. It's normally around the 15th of the month. And I started saying that if we didn't get a bigger correction over here on the 15th this month, that we were going to see crypto boom up until September. So if we go back here in time and we
he was right, it did.
Take a look at the S&P 500 during the months of September and October, it's normally pretty bad for the S&P 500. If we have a 10% correction, like most people are calling for right now, 10 to 15%, we will see Bitcoin drop about 15 to 25%, giving you the best opportunity to pack your bags on any of these altcoins. Because if we double bull run, it's going to happen extremely fast. It'll probably take place from October right until about December. I think December 17th to 20th will trigger altcoin season. Bitcoin will dump down after it breaks record all-time highs around 100K. Ethereum will separate, altcoin season will get triggered, and we'll have these alts
didn't quite get to 100K, but it's getting up there, that's for sure.
Go run up and go parabolic until about January 15th, give or take. So that would be my best prediction. So if you get the opportunity to get in a coin like VRA on the retrace, I definitely think that this is one of those coins that I'm going to be packing my bags on. The next site I like to do is like to come over here to CoinMarketCap. This is probably my favorite. Anytime anybody's telling you anything about a cryptocurrency, you always want to come over here and do your own research. Is the price point right? Is the market cap right? Is the circulating supply right? All of these things have to add up. And you can see right here, my market cap, I'd said 121 billion. It looks like it's 124. So obviously I was a little bit off, but same context. It's just very slight difference in value. So if I said 125, obviously we'd have to put this up to 25, this up to 50, and the list goes on. So it wouldn't be too hard to see the difference in value there. Back over here, you can also check out markets. Where is VRA sold at? So what I love about VRA is it's getting popular. We know that every popular coin right now, ever since Coinbase became a public company.
See, it's on KuCoin. I know that for sure.
And they're on the actual stock exchange. It seems like they are trying to get every new coin before every other exchange. So I bet when we see VRA get onto Binance, Crow, Coinbase, VRA is going to absolutely explode. If we just take a look at other coins that have 4.15 billion coins in circulation, GRT, $1, Algo, $1.11, IOTA, $1.11, CHZ, 36 cents, T-Fuel, 33 cents. Polygon, $1.66. I definitely think even right now in this market, we are definitely going to see coins like this just take off. HBAR, 24 cents. So VRA being at 3 cents right now, at the very least, I think we're talking about 15 to 20 cents all day long, not including altcoin season. This coin has massive, massive potential. It's gaming coin. Now if we jump over here to Fiat Leak, bummer, I was hoping they had VRA. Sometimes they'll have newer, smaller coins like that, but it looks like VRA is not one of them yet. Fiat Leak shows you where people are investing money into cryptocurrency from based off of origin. So we can see right now, take a look at that. The United States is just going straight ham on Bitcoin right now. This is why I say I think if we take a look at Google Trends and we can see as far as popularity goes, crypto finally got back up to a 28 out of 100, which would put us right at the same popularity scale with the masses all the way back to January 24th to January 30th. So we came down to a 26. If we get back up above a 30, that's when I think it's really exciting. Between a 30 and a 38 is when I definitely think we're gonna see crypto absolutely just start to blow up. So
Okay, so I don't want to play this guy's whole video, but look at, I like what he had to say. There's some of it I can't validate, but he's right as far as doing your own research is concerned. Okay? But somebody's saying that I gave up on gold and silver. Are you nuts? People are like, oh, it's going down now. Pimpy don't talk about it as much. So here's what's going on about gold and silver. I told you we pay attention to what they do, not what they say. I told you the other day that now companies are buying large amounts of gold. And they're not just buying paper. I mean, they're not just buying gold. I mean, let me reword that. They're not buying paper gold. They're buying physical gold. That's right. They're taking ownership of the gold. Instead of buying into the so-called future markets, also we're seeing a mass dump on paper markets as well, and shorts on contracts. So what they're doing is they're dumping the prices of gold and silver to make it cheap for their buddies, so they can all grab it up as much as possible in a short period of time before it takes off. We see that trend happen. It's been happening. So take advantage of it. Start buying up as much gold and silver as possible. Now, the whole thing about the crypto is just saying, if you're bored, play with it. Use some discretionary funds. Now, the company that bought $50 million worth of gold and took delivery, $50 million. So here's the interesting thing about it. It's a data analysis company. And that company does contract with the CIA. When you read the article says that these people bought $50 million worth of gold for a black swan event. Now again, if they're working with the CIA and they're claiming that they're buying 50 million in gold because they're preparing for a black swan event, then guess what you should be doing? Preparing for a black swan event. If they work with the CIA, I'm going to go out on the limb and say, hey, whatever data they're analyzing, I'm pretty sure they're figuring out there's something big that's going to happen, something big that's being planned, something that's going to force us in the direction that they want us to go into. Does not mean, it's not going to be pleasant, whatever it is, that these people saw it and went, hey, so we need to buy $50 million worth of gold, and no, not the paper. We need to have it delivered. And they're like, yep, go. And so watch what they do, not what they say. If this company is forking out $50 million really quick and taking full-fledged on physical control of the gold, and they do data analysis for the CIA, and they came right out and said they were doing it because they're preparing for a black swan event, you need to do the same thing. Okay? Black swan events are what they use to trigger people to go in the direction they want to. It's something major, something catastrophic. So, be prepared. No, I've not given up on gold and silver. It's just, you watch it get manipulated. People go, see, it's not happening the way you want. No matter how many times I tell you guys, do not believe what you see on the paper market. Do not look at those. That's not the true value of gold and silver. The vast majority of you know this, but there are some handfuls of people who tend to, they're still newbies and they don't understand that this price smashing, look at this is ridiculous. There's definitely agenda behind it, and that is just these rich pricks are just, helping manipulate the price down so they can store up on as much of it as possible at a cheaper rate before it goes off. There's a lot of short contracts. We know about it. This is July. This is gold, or not July, it's August. This is gold delivery month. This month is almost over. So driving down to meet short contracts to make sure that they can pick up the silver as cheap as possible before it's time for delivery coming up in this next month. All right. So think with it as you want. You guys could have all the faith in your cryptocurrencies. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it, you guys. What I'm saying is I'm just going to go out there and give you my opinion on why you should be very, very careful about what you're doing in either of your investments, okay? So for those who want to buy cryptocurrencies, I have a link right down below in the description. You can follow it, and it'll take you to where you could buy cryptocurrencies. If you're trying to get the VRA, or if you're trying to get the XRP, you can use your credit card on KuCoin. Well, you could use your ATM card on KuCoin. So just KuCoin. Sign up for KuCoin. I'll leave the link for that too down below, so you guys can just go on over there. So, if that's the coins you have the faith in, there's other coins on there you can play with. I posted a video that people can use inside my Facebook group, and the link for that is down below in the description as well. So you guys can go over there, and the woman did a phenomenal job of taking you step by step on how to maneuver around in trades and buying coins, okay? Anyways, I just wanted to share this info with you because when I brought this up, a lot of you guys are asking questions, and I was being honest in my video. I didn't know a whole lot about it, and then I watched several videos and read a lot about it, but that one guy, I liked what he had to say, and I wasn't just cherry-picking information, but they are working with EA Sports, and video games are very popular, especially during lockdown, and we know that this is slow season for altcoins as well as gold and silver. It's slow season. So with August almost over, we get ready back into altcoin season, as well as gold and silver seasons coming up. And the fact that we're this high on all of these means it's going to take off like a bat out of hell between, let's say September and December, if nothing major happens. But this is the time we're going to see everything run. So be prepared. This is slow season. I still think you should protect yourself by investing into gold. IRAs, 401ks, you are not safe. And I've said it many times why. All right? That's it for now, you guys. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. Because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I truly do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. Bye.